sleepy.
Greetings, my little lovelies! I hope I find you all well again, and as usual, feeling tickety-boo! Now, 4 nice little films for you today. First one, bit gruesome. It involves cutting off your own hand. Well, each to their own, I suppose. Now, do you ever wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning? Well, this next one might tell you why. If you don't wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, lucky you. You have a good night's sleep. Now, look at this guy. Look at him. He flies in you. Yeah, look, can you see him? He flies in you every time. Look at him. Oh, yeah. It's like living in a zoo. Absolute zoo. Right, where was I? Right. We're losing it again. We're losing the plot. Right. Where was I? Done the first one, done the second one. Right. The third one is all about some gruesome exorcisms in Panama. And the fourth and final one involves a graveside conversation. But it's not all one way, my little lovelies. Right, let's crack on, shall we? A woman has been charged with attempted fraud after cutting off her own hand solely to claim on her insurance. The 22-year-old, who comes from Slovenia, has appeared in court just last week after conspiring with her boyfriend to cut off her hand just above the wrist using a circular saw. How bizarre. According to reports, she had taken out multiple insurance policies the year before and would have been in line for a combined payout exceeding €1 million. After her hand was cut off, she was taken to the local hospital, where she claimed she had injured herself while sawing tree branches. The hand was deliberately left at the scene in an attempt to ensure that surgeons would be unable to save it. However, police officers who had arrived there to investigate what had happened managed to successfully recover it, and then it was reattached. An investigation also revealed that her boyfriend had looked up prosthetic hands on the internet just prior to the accident occurring. Further evidence that it had all been planned. In the end, she was sentenced to 2 years in prison for attempted insurance fraud, while her boyfriend was jailed for 3 years. What a bizarre story. Cutting off one's hand. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Do you know, most of us often wake up at night between 2 and 3 a.m. without any reason, and according to the experts, there is a 99% chance that something or someone is actually staring at you for a long time. What do you think of that? The bodies of 7 people have been found in a mass grave in an indigenous area of Panama, where members of a religious sect were believed to be performing exorcisms. The victims included a pregnant woman aged 32 and 5 of her children aged 1 to 11. The 6th one was a neighbour aged 17. 10 people have been arrested on suspicion of murder. The grave was discovered after 3 villagers escaped and made their way to a local hospital last weekend. They then alerted authorities about several families being held by an indigenous-run sect. Police who raided the community said they were performing a ritual. In that ritual, there were people being held against their will and being mistreated. They were all being made to repent for their sins. Also in the raid by police, they found naked women, machetes, knives, and a ritually sacrificed goat. The site was controlled by a religious sect calling themselves the New Light of God, believed to have been operating in the region for about 3 months. Following has been sent in by a lady called Heilwen. Now, Heilwen is from Abersoch in North Wales. She writes that she is a widow. Her husband died just over 6 months ago. She has been left devastated by this. She says she visits the grave 3 to 4 times a week. She wants me to tell you that she is of sound mind and on no medication. She really wants you to know this. Heilwyn goes on to say when she visits her husband, she speaks to him, and Heilwyn says her husband speaks back. She hears his voice, she also feels his presence, and has also smelt his favourite aftershave at the graveside. She says people may think she is mad, but she doesn't care. She knows her husband is watching over her. She has also felt his presence at her home. What do we make of that? Let us know. Welcome back, my little lovelies. I hope you enjoyed them. As usual, let us know your thoughts. Keep everything nice and clean and tickety-boo. Now, if you've got any stories, any experiences, send them in. We promise you we read each and every one, and it's always nice to hear from you. Right. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Enjoy the ride. Right. That's enough for me. Until next time, my little lovelies, you take care and stay safe. Ta-ta, my little lovelies. Ta-ta!